John McLaughlin rides. A Brilliant Equiname is 16 to 1 with Mick Fitzgerald. Going Formal 12 to 1 and Mark Dwyer. Number 6 is Jack Tanner, and that's the man to Tony McCoy. They're 8 to 1 at the moment. The favourite Jet Rules is 6 to 1 with Warren Marston. The fancy Kashi trades at 14 to 1 with Jason Titley. Little Gunner is 100 to 1. Chris Maud rides. Lottery Ticket 100 to 1, and that's the man of Peter Niven. Number 11 on the card is McNamara's Band. I wonder if that'll lead. Graham Bradley rides 100 to 1. Madison County is visor for the first time today. Richard Dunwoody partners this 10 to 1 chance. Mag's Lad is 66 to 1 with Tony Roach. Monica's Man 12 to 1 Jamie Osborne. My favourite Martian is 33 to 1 and Conor O'Dwyer rides. Number 16 is Rifferwan, the man of Francis Woods at 14 to 1. Storm North 50 to 1 Rodney Farrant. Strong Promise 20 to 1 Kieran Gall. The Reverend Burt is 66 to 1, and that's ridden by Lorcan Wire. The Southey 16 to 1, Tom Tracy partners that one. Tuscany Highway is the man of Glenn Tormey, 50 to 1 on offer there. Arabandi is 8 to 1 with Charlie Swan. Water Bob 20 to 1 John Kavanagh. Wisley Wonder 16 to 1 Carl Llewellyn. The lineup completed with Sparkling Yasmin, also trading at 16 to 1, and Brendan Powell's on board.
One of the best turned out. Took Graham's eye going to post. He was also the one they all wanted to back down in the ring. Madison County, despite having the visors on for the first time, was easy to back.
Well, the Buttock Choice Buttercup Joe put in at 20 to 1. This has been a very solidly back favourite, this Jet Rules. 11 to 2 is the price now. 6 to 1 has been the best on the course. 8 to 1 in the offices. It held on the rails for a very long time, but now they're going generally 11 to 2 the field. Best backed against it, Ura Bandy, is now an 8 to 1 chance with 9 to 1 Jack Tanner and 10 to 1 Madison County. There's been some money for Monica's Man, number 14. That's a tight at 12 to 1, and also for Wisley Wonder, as we pointed out, also a 12 to 1 chance. The splendidly named My Favourite Martian. Isn't it so much better, horses' names, than the Arabs? Al this and Mew that, all boring nonsense. My Favourite Martian, double carpet, 33 to 1. Will the Martian come into land?
Wonder what the Arabic for My Favourite Martian is, John. I think they'll name one that next summer.
Jason Titley, wearing the colours of Sam Vesti, the chairman of...
That's it, they race away, and Can Charlie was very smartly into his stride, and that's the early leader. A little bit slow to go was Madison County, and as they stream away towards the first of the flights of hurdles, it's Going Firmal and Arabandi who takes the first in the lead, and also through on the inside, storming through is Monica's Man. They're at the first, and they're all safely over. It looks as if Monica's Man's racing very wide indeed, and it ran out of the first flight, Monica's Man. They're at the second now, and it's Arabandi leading with Tuscany Highway on the outside, and then racing wide is McNamara's Band under Graham Bradley. Behind these comes Kashi, and they race away on this very long stretch towards the third flight, and it's Tuscany Highway leading. In second place, Arabandi showing in second. And then in third, we have Strong Promise holding a good position. Also Storm North not that far off the pace, and Mag's Lad holding a good position on the outside. These are followed by Buckhouse Boy, who's in about this 8th or 9th slot, followed by Brilliant Equiname. Lottery Ticket Little Gunner is towards the back as they swing left-handed and pass the 2 mile start through the first half mile already. And it's Tuscany Highway leading as they head up the home straight. Tuscany Highway, Arabandi the inside 1 and 2. Showing third is Strong Promise, and then Storm North the inside. The blue colours of Kashi racing prominent, although they didn't jump that well. That one that well. And then we have McNamara's Band. Lottery Ticket mid-division with Buttercup Joe, Can Charlie well down the pack, Buckhouse Boy the stand side. Jet Rules the favourites, hunting them up on the inside, going the shortest way. On the wide outside, My Favourite Marshall, but that's well down the pack with Jack Tanner and Madison County. Going Formal as well down the pack as well. Stream away towards flight number 4, and it's Tuscany Highway that just shades Arabandi 1 and 2. Strong Promise in third, Storm North racing 4, and then on the inside, Going Formal has made a giant strides. Buckhouse Boy is wide in front of Kashi. Then we have McNamara's Band not leading. Jack Tanner behind that, Jet Rules the inside. Rifferwan follows, and then Mag's Daddy Brilliant Equiname. Sparkling Yasmin and Lottery Ticket and Can Charlie. Then we have Water Bob and Madison County and Buttercup Joe. My Favourite Martian's got 3 behind it, and those those three are Little Gunner, and also towards the back of the River and Burt, the subby is plumb last. So they race past the pack stands, turning left-handed and beginning the descent to the far side. And it's Arabandi and the Charlie Swan that gains the day, goes on by a couple of lengths. 2 Tuscany Highway in second, and the green colours of Strong Promise showing third, with through on the inside Buttercup Joe and Going Formal getting a little bit closer.
And heading down towards flight number 5, Jet Rules trying to improve on the inside, about 8th or 9th at this stage, and Jack Tanner, who was midfield early, is also making headway. So they take the next Tuscany Highway down on his nose there, and Eurobandi is the leader from Strong Promise, with Buckhouse Boy towards the outside. Going Formal in the sheepskin noseband, moving up in 4th or 5th on the inside of Kashi. Then follows Rifferwan, who's quite close as well from Storm North. Jet Rules back on the inside, Red Jacket trying to improve, but has been niggled along by Warren Marston. They head towards the next, it's flight number 6, and Eurobandi is booted into it and jumped it well from Strong Promise in green and white on the near side. Buckhouse Boy in third, Kashi is next. There's Going Formal looking for a run up the inside as we take the bird's eye view now. Jet Rules is back on the inside, red with a white hoop. You can see he's struggling to go with them as they begin to climb up the far side. Eurobandi, a 2-length leader from Buckhouse Boy. Strong Promise, Going Formal going well on the inside as they jump the flight at the top of the hill. Kashi was next from Storm North. Then behind these is Jack Tanner trying to improve, and back in the field is Water Bob off the bit as they race towards the top of the hill. Can Charlie is back in the field. Up front though, it's Eurobandi going strongly from Going Formal. Then on the outside, Buckhouse Boy. Kashi is 4, Strong Promise 5. Jack Tanner getting closer under Tony McCoy as now they run down towards 3 out.
And Madison County is going well, but the favourite Jet Rules was taken out, wasn't he? We saw that clearly as they went with 3/4 of a mile to go. This is 3 out coming to it, and it's Urabandi in the lead. Urabandi the leader, 2 in second place. Going Formal, rousted along his Buckhouse Boy. Blue colours on the left. Kashi is travelling well and coming with a lot of confidence under Jason Titley. After these, Madison County, Strong Promise rousted along, and then comes Urabandi, come down towards the second last, and on the inside it's going to be just Urabandi the leader from Kashi in second, and then Going Formal racing third. These clear of Jack Tanner, who's staying on, starting to turn in, and Urabandi with the answers. Kashi is under pressure now. Back in third is Going Formal, really being rousted to home. One more flight of hurdles to jump, but it's Urabandi with the advantage over the last. He hits it hard, gets away with it, but it's Urabandi and Adrian Maguire. Is he going to, the ghost going to be laid? He's a tired horse. Kashi's coming back at him. Going Formal is finishing with every stride. They've got 100 yards to go, and Urabandi has it. Kashi's trying to come out here with the black colours, and finishing best of all is Going Formal, but Urabandi's going to take it. Urabandi, Going Formal, Kashi the 1, 2, 3. Back in 4 came Jack Tanner, then Buckhouse Boy, Strong Promise, Buttercup Joe, Madison County lottery ticket, Jet Rules, who was unlucky at the top of the hill, then Sparkling Yasmin, Rifferwan, Storm North, then the Reverend Burton, the Subby, Bullion, Equinome, Can Charlie and Water Bob, a long way clear of McNamara's band, and my favourite Martian was last of all. And so the result then of this, the Sun Alliance novices hurdle at 8-1. Urabandi has landed a big gamble in the colours of Martin St Quintin, trained by Aidan O'Brien and ridden by Charlie Swan, who of course holds the aces in the next race with Viking Flagship. Second horse home, that's number 5, Going Formal. Mark Dwyer was really powering up the hill, and in the end forced Urabandi to hold full, pull out all the stops. Third horse home is number 8, Kashi. It looks as if Lord Vesti was going to have his first winner at the festival meeting after 20-1 chance. Jamie Osborne rides. Dancing Paddy 50-1, Warren Marston. Clare and Davis 8-1 with Francis Woods, and Sam Mann now the 6-4 favourite, ridden by Richard Dunwoody. Strong Platinum, the man of Conor O'Dwyer, trades at 9-2. Travado 16-1 for Mick Fitzgerald. And the current champion Viking Flagship out to 2-1 now for Charlie Swan. A 7-runner lineup, but the 7 runners have between them won 87 races and over £1,300,000 in win and place prize money.
Ship has won this race in the last 2 years.
Turnout here at Sandown, braving the bitterly cold weather that's blowing into the stands. But there is one at the back, but that's it. under orders, and they're on their way. And Viking Flagship out wide is going to be the early leader, and Colton has settled out the back. They're at the first now, and Travado through on the inside shares the work with Viking Flagship. Sandman is with the white cap, and Dancing Paddy the inside in line of 4. Clare and Davis racing 5 as they cross the second, and Colton is the only one that's detached, and that's detached by quite some way. Dancing Paddy on the right probably just has the edge to Sandman, who was really aggressive and powerful going down to the start. Viking Flagship the outside of Travado, still a line of 4 lengths back to Clare and Davis, 3 lengths back to Strong Platinum, and 6 back to Colton, who trails as they come down towards the third at a good pace. Dancing Paddy on the inside, shuffling along. Sandman goes through the top of it. Viking Flagship's out wide. He will still holding that good third position. Then we have Travado settled in 4. Clare and Davis 5. 3 lengths back to Strong Platinum, and 8 lengths back now to Colton, who's best from front. Coming down towards fence number 4 is Dancing Paddy, the rank outsider, leading the heavily backed Sandman as they take the 4th. They all jumped it brilliantly. Perhaps a Strong Platinum a little bit rusty at the back of the pack, and they swing left-handed, race down the hill. So Dancing Paddy is leading them, but the pace is steady. This is going to be a real thriller from the top of the hill. When they reach the summit on the far side, then the pace will go, but Dancing Paddy has it at the moment.
Dancing Paddy almost chewing grass going to that fence. His head was so low. The pace is pretty steady. You don't want to be too far off the pace when it's slow, and Soundman's in a very good position on the outside under Richard Dunwoody. He can pounce from there. Viking Flagship, though, not letting him too far out of his sights. It's Soundman that led them over the water from Dancing Paddy. Viking Flagship still very close, followed by Travado, and then they now head towards this big open ditch. Clare on Davis is not far away either, and they're all very close, but Soundman flew over that ditch. Strong Platinum hasn't been that fluent in the early stages, though he's getting closer now, and so is Colton, fell off the pace in the first half mile. Approaching another plain fence then, Soundman got in a bit close this time, but is closely pursued by Viking Flagship on the outside, as now they climb away on the far side towards the big open ditch. It's Soundman by about a length to Clare on Davis. Viking Flagship on the outside, 3 lengths then to Dancing Paddy, and now the pace is quickening up. This takes some jumping. Clare on Davis bungled it, brushed right through it, and Viking Flagship left in second place on the other side, but they've still got to catch Soundman. They're quickening all the time now as they reach the highest point of the course. It's Soundman joined by Viking Flagship. The crowd beginning to roar already as now they begin the descent towards 3 out.
So the big 3 playing late. Look at this. On the right, Sandman, Richard Dunwoody. On the left, Viking Flagship, the champion chaser, and the tempo increasing. It's down to jumping and speed. It's going to develop into a real sprint. This Clare and Davis, the outside. Here we are, 3 out. How do they jump it? Sandman gets low, and Viking Flagship low, and Clare and Davis low, but they all got away with it. Dancing Paddy's done his work. They've got to jump. Sandman on the right, Viking Flagship the left. Going better, Viking Flagship into the lead. This is 2 out, Viking Flagship, Sandman. Here we are, 2 from home, and both of them brush through the top. Clare and Davis is back in 3rd, and then Travado in 4. They start the turn in. Charlie Swan's confident. He's going on Viking Flagship. Sandman's fighting back. They're on the final turn. Sandman and Viking Flagship stride for stride. Oh, what an epic battle. Don't rule out Clare and Davis, who's pulled wide. Come down towards the final fence with a noseband. Clare and Davis has come to take the pair. Viking Flagship and Sandman in the air together, and now the hill, and it's Clare and Davis under Francis Wood who's going on, and Clare and Davis has come to take the pair of them. Clare and Davis going on. Viking Flagship's coming back in second place, but Clare and Davis has the acceleration to win. Clare and Davis, Viking Flagship, Soundman the 1, 2, 3. Then we have Travado and Strong Platinum and Colton and Dancing Paddy. Well, this is got to be one of the races of the decade. A tremendous, tremendous performance to win the Queen by the Champion Chase. All credit to number 3 on our card. Clare and Davis trained at 9 to 1. They're trained in Ireland by Arthur Moore, driven by Francis Woods. Tremendous performance here, poaching on the front too, because as they turn for home, the grit and determination on the face of Charlie Swan, who rode the second horse home, Viking Flagship, in the colours of Roach Foods Limited, trained by David Dickerson, and the grit on the face of Richard Dunwoody, who rode Soundman in the colours of David Lloyd, trained by Edward O'Grady, was there to see. But it was Clare and Davis who on winners, so a 20-winner lineup for this Coral Cup over 2 miles 5 furlongs. They have 10 flights of hurdles to jump, and in which Hotel Manila Ran yesterday, doesn't run today. Time for a run down to 7-2 favourite, Richard Dunwoody, Freddie O'Grady. The Irish having a great day here already, 2 out of 2 so far. Cheltenham Abbott at 12-1 is the amount of Jamie Osborne. Lemons Mill at 12-1 is partnered by David Bridgewater. Newco is 9-1. Conor O'Dwyer rides him. And Trainglot aim for the race at 5-1 is partnered by Mark Dwyer. Sorab 9-1, Chris Maud. The strongly fancied Treasure Again is 9-1 with Derek Byrne. Barner Boy 16-1. Nick Fitzgerald puts up £2 overweight. Robert E. Lee is 50-1 chance, and that's ridden by Jerry Cahill. Number 10. Number 11 is Bohemian Castle, 16-1 with Charlie Swan. Opera Hat 14-1 Anthony Powell. Sparky Gale 10-1 Brian Story, that'll run well. Jatib 20-1 Richard Johnson claiming 3. Pondering is Visored, 50-1 chance, and Owen Burrows partners that. Noyan is 20-1 the mount of Scott Mason. The Latvian Lark 16-1. Tony McCoy on board. Ali Widgeon 16-1 with John Kavanagh. Neither Top Sea nor Melnick run, but Jice does. That's number 21 on the card, the John Jenkins runner, who's partnered by Richard Hughes at 50-1. The blinkered Star Market is 66-1 with Carl Llewellyn, and Ansi Swatil is blinkered 100-1, and David Kavanagh claims the £5 allowance. The horse could have been kicked out at the start, and he's being dismounted. And not a good day for the Twiston Davis team, is it? They had Wesley Wonder withdrawn down at the start, and looks as if there's going to be saddle adjustment down at the start for this, the Coral Cup. So there's going to be a delay to proceedings here. And all the other jockeys have come off the tape and taking a turn down at the start. A little bit of money for Newco. 8-1 from 9-1, running in a quartered jacket of wine. Doesn't say what sort of wine, Mark Hugh, and blue. Yeah, lining up then for this Coral Cup, in which time for a run is 7-2, Trainglot 11-2, and it's 9-1 bar. And Lemons Mill, David Bridgewater looks at that one is being kicked, and Jatib in the now. Jatib, if you're looking for Jatib, if he's your fancy, is running in a black and white diamond jacket, and that's the one that could have been kicked down at the start. He's backing away. Trainglot to the big 2 players also at the back. Trainglot and time for a run. Number 14 Jatib, Richard Johnson's horse, is being trotted up and down. There's always a vet in attendance at the start, and paramedics as well. So, can the Irish make it a hat-trick in this Coral Cup? Lining up again. Now, Trainglot is the one who's backing away. Mark Dwyer gave going forward such a cracking ride in the first. That looks about it, surely. More money for time for a run, 130 as they depart. If they kept much longer, it'll be 3-1, but that's it. They're under orders and they're away. And Trainglot a little bit slow to go, and through on the inside, racing prominently is Sparky Gale. And Sparky Gale and Jice are the first to the lead as they rush towards the first of the 10 flights of hurdles. And Jice and Sparky's Gale, they're all safely over the first, with Star Market, one of the back markers. Racing prominently is the Latvian Lark, and on the inside, Treasure Again, Robert Elite, Trainglot bang there. Noyan holds a good position, and as they cross the second, we have a faller, and that faller was Opera Hat. So they go down towards the third, and it's a Treasure Again that's come through to take it up. Treasure Again the leader, to the Latvian Lark on the inside, Sparky Gale, out wide Jice, and then Cheltenham Abbott racing prominently the outside of Robert Lee and Noyan, and through on the inside is Trainglot. Ali Widgeons is racing midfield. Bohemian Castle, fancied by quite a few, is midfield, so too is Newco. 11 will well down the pack, and Pondering his stable companion Plum last. Jatib is well towards the rears as they swing left-handed at the end of the first half mile in this Coral Cup, and it's Derek Byrne on Treasure Again who takes them along. The Latvian Lark showing in second as they level up into the home straight for the first time. Pondering is towards the back. Sparky Gale holds a good position. Here we are lining up to flight 3. and it's Treasure Again, just the leader. The horse in the yellow colour, the jockey in the yellow colours is Tony McCoy. He rides the Latvian Lark. The horses with the noseband. Look to the left, the black cap is Jice. Further left, maroon and white, Robert E. Lee. Cheltenham Abbott on the wide outside is trying to get it a little bit closer. Anthony Powell's on his feet after that fall in the second. Trainglot is on the inside, looking down for time for a run. Well, that's in the white cap towards the left of the picture in about 12th place. But it's still Treasure Again who leads as they come down towards flight number 4. Treasure Again it is. The Latvian Lark and Jice and Robert E. Lee, a line of 4. Trainglot on the inside shows 5 with Sparky Gale, then Noyan. Then Cologne Abbott, Newco and Barner Boy the inside, followed by Star Market. Bohemian Castle, time for a run, given plenty of work to do by Richard Dunwoody. On the inside is Sorad, Ali Widgeons, and then behind that comes Jatib, and behind Jatib is Ansi Swati, 11 mil, and Pondering at the back too, in a wretched meeting so far for Martin Pipe. They continue to race away from the stands, with Treasure Again, the Latvian Lark, Jice running wide, Robert E. Lee really hugging the rails, glued to it like a limpet, Mark Dwyer on Trainglot, just in front of Sparky Gale, and then Barner Boy, and then we have Noyan with Bohemian Castle getting a little bit closer, and Richard Dunwoody biding his time on time for a run. He's going to time it well.
On towards flight number 5th, yes, time for a run, anchored right off the pace with plenty to do. Steady as they go so far as they take the first down the far side, and it was Treasure Again on the near side of the Latvian Lark and Jice towards the outside in the black cap. Those are the leading 3 as they head on towards flight number 6. Trainglot is very handy on the near side, red jacket, perhaps closer up than many thought he would be at this stage. Sparky Gale is also close in a green jacket as they approach the next. Barner Boy on their heels. That one's been travelling well all the way so far. Over the next then, and it was Treasure Again and the Latvian Lark who outjumped Jice on the outside, and then Trainglot very close, breathing down their necks, looking towards the rear. Pondering is well tailed off, and Lemons Mill is being pulled up now as they climb away on the far side. The pace has surely got to quicken soon. The Latvian Lark just out in front from Treasure Again. Jice is next, Sparky Gale, and then Trainglot. Cologne Abbott getting closer as they take this one. Ale Widgeons right round the outside. Might just spot a maroon jacket with a yellow cap, and then Barner Boy locked away towards the inside. Now time for a run has moved up into about 10th place under Richard Dunwoody, making headway, but still about 6 or 7 lengths off the pace as they climb to the top of the hill. It's now Tony McCoy on the Latvian Lark that takes over from Treasure Again the inside. Jice is next, Trainglot the inside of Sparky Gale.
And Richard Dunwoody on time for a run, giving that horse plenty of work to do, and not getting the best of runs as they come down towards the third last. And Treasure Again still just has it. Treasure Again, the yellow colours on the outside, the Latvian Lark. Newco is making significant progress. Here goes Trainglot under Mark Dwyer in the red. Sparky Gale close enough, and so too time for a run, making his run now. None going better than Newco in the wine and blue colours on the outside. This is 2 out, and the Latvian Lark, and on the inside Trainglot. Between the pair races Treasure Again. Newco is swinging along on the outside under Conor O'Dwyer. Barner Boy is getting closer. Sparky Dale behind that, and time for a run. Well, it's got a lot of work to do. Level up for home. Jatib starts a rush. Here comes Newco on the outside of the final flight, and it's Newco who dived at it but got away with it. Treasure Again in second. Trainglot is sticking his neck out the far side. Barner Boy in the dark colours with a run. It's getting desperate up front, and Newco just has it. Trainglot is putting his best foot forward. Treasure Again is coming with a renewed rush. Trainglot, Treasure Again, Trainglot, Treasure Again, and Trainglot's going to take it. Trainglot, Treasure Again, 1-2. Newco is third, Barner Boy 4, and then behind these comes Sparky Gale, followed by the Latvian Lark, and then Jatib, time for a run, never got into it. Then Noyan, and after that one Bohemian Castle, Robert E. Lee, Sorab. Then came Stay Market, and then behind these came Pondering and Jice and Ansi Swatil and Ali Widgeons. And so the outcome of this, the Coral Cup, 11-2 is the winner, but there's going to be a steward's inquiry to the outcome, no doubt about it, because it's a very close call. The judge calls a photo between number 6 Trainglot and number 8 Treasure Again. They're 1 and 2 in this race. Third horse home is Newco, but these 3 came very close on the run to the line.
Number 2, time for a run, the 7-2 favourite, and 20 ran.
Bookmaker reaction mixed to Train Block keeping the race. It was Antipo's favourite for quite some time, well backed on the course, but so was Treasure Again, from 14-1 off course down to 9-1. So the various books would have lost more money on either Train Block or Treasure Again.
And Do Rightly at 33s, 50s bar, and Betty's Boy has just gone to 9-1 from 8s.
He's always looked as though it was going to be something that was in his forte. The eye catchers for us, well, River Lossie looked outstanding. Charlie Edgerton's Bastino Gelding. Mr. Mulligan, not surprisingly, that big, long, easy stride took Graham's eye going down to post. Betty's Boy, we saw him last week when we visited Kim Bailey's yard. He is the one that the punters are going for.
Spring some bookmakers with 11-8, 5-1 bar. Each race aboard, as I said, for Betty's Boy. But Festival Fever, you know when you're desperate, you'll do anything to get out of trouble. One day, of course, you're going to have to pay the bills when those bills come in from the bookies.
Northern Lad is one of those who was galloped into the ground at Ascot. He didn't jump as well as he had in his previous races for the
Stock's runner. Do Likely. It's going to be a slog round here. It is sticky. We heard this morning on the morning line, the first 3 home in this race last year. Well, not one of them was running at present. Let's hope that this particular batch throws up something a little bit better than last season. Here's Graham.
Take it back.
They have 19 fences to jump, and during the running of this race, in which Mr. Mulligan could well make the running, just watch his stride. Just watch his stride.
Yeah, don't get on top of me.
But you don't come up there.
Why do you jump all right?
Northern Lad taking a turn.
Him back off the tank.
Punters overhead taking a turn, turning the corner. Northern Lad going round once again. Simon Murray, patient. They race away then for the Sun Alliance chase. 19 fences to jump through to the first. And Mr. Mulligan has made the running. He's well down the pack today. Out wide we've got Major Rumpus are at the first, and just nosed on landing there, did Do Rightly, and Mr. Mulligan a mistake, lost a bit of that ground. They head away to the second, and it's Do Rightly who leads. Do Rightly the leader from Northern Lad and Betty's Boy and River Lossie the inside. Then to the woods, and behind that one Punters overhead. A gap of a couple of lengths to Minella Lad, and then behind that Major Rumpus and Johnny set aside, and Mr. Mulligan has only got 2 behind him at this very early stage, and those 2 are the rank outsiders, Dark Honey and Linden's Lotto, as they race down the hill, and Dark Honey is already out of the race. That's being pulled out.
There was a real groan that went up from the grandstands as Mr. Mulligan pecked badly at the first, but he's still going over the third meantime, and it's River Lossie towards the inside of Do Rightly with a big white face to the woods towards the outside, then Betty's Boy with a noseband. Very wide of the field is Major Rumpus in blue and white colours as they approach the water jump, at which it was Do Rightly that landed in the lead there. Do Rightly from River Lossie, Betty's Boy to the woods, and Major Rumpus towards the outside as they approach the open ditch. And then back in the field at this stage, Punters overhead. Mr. Mulligan's got a lot closer now as they take this ditch. Minella Lad towards the outside, and then Linden's Lotto towards the rear with Johnny set aside as they race away towards another plain fence. On towards it then, and it's Do Rightly as we take the look down on them. Do Rightly from in second place River Lossie towards the inside, just being passed now by Betty's Boy. Northern Lad is very handy, and then Major Rumpus. Mr. Mulligan has drawn towards the heels of the leading bunch, working his way through the pack under Richard Johnson now. He's got a big white face in about 5th or 6th place as they take an open ditch at the top of the hill. That one tends to take its toll in these novice races here. It'll take some jumping next time round. River Lossie slightly chopped off as they turned left-handed at the top of the hill. So it's Do Rightly doing the donkey work. Major Rumpus the outside, then Betty's Boy. Mr. Mulligan now through into 4th place.
Got a little bit low to that ditch there, didn't he, Mr. Mulligan? On the outside as he raced down the hill. Major Rumpus is in the blue with the white sleeves, as opposed to white with blue sleeves posted in most of the papers, and it's Do Rightly, though, who leads. Mr. Mulligan's on the outside, coming through to share third as they take this downhill fence, and he jumped that one well. Then punters overhead the inside, and they race down towards fence number 9, 19 in all to be jumped. Johnny Setterside made a mistake going away from the stands, and that's tailing off. Come down towards this will be second last next time out, and it's Do Rightly who leads from Major Rumpus with a noseband. Further out wide is this Mr. Mulligan taking one stride to everybody else's 2. Yellow colours is Betty's Boy the inside, that's sharing 4th. Northern Lad racing 5, 2 lengths back to punters overhead, 8 lengths back to the Woods, 3 lengths back to Manila Lad. River losses out of it, Linden's Lotto and Johnny Setterside a long way remote. And Mr. Mulligan spring-heeled at that. That'll be the last next time round. But it's Do Rightly who leads, he's put the pace to the race throughout so far. Major Rumpus showing second, Mr. Mulligan third, Betty's Boy, Northern Lad and punters overhead are the leading 6, and these 6 are a long way clear up to the Woods who heads the rest. This is fence number 10, and at it 11, and at it Mr. Mulligan a slight mistake. They swing left-handed and race down the hill. River Lossy a faller but was tailed off. Horse and jockey are okay. Do Rightly leads from on the outside Major Rumpus, these 1 and 2. Mr. Mulligan racing third and out wide, and then Betty's Boy the inner.
And Dark Honey has been pulled up on towards the fast on the far side. Do Rightly right down on his nose there. Major Rumpus joined by Mr. Mulligan, the hot favourite. If you're on Johnny Setterside, that's got a mountain to climb. He's right off the pace. On towards the water jump, this is fence number 13, at which it was Mr. Mulligan that led for the first time from Major Rumpus. These two going head and head, and they're just about 4 lengths clear of Do Rightly from Betty's Boy, and then punters overhead and Northern Lad just clinging on to the back of them. A great jump by the favourite there at the open ditch, Mr. Mulligan. He ate out a length from Major Rumpus in second place, and now they head towards another plain fence, and it's young Richard Johnson, 18 years old, for his first festival win on Mr. Mulligan, who's drawing away now from Major Rumpus. Do Rightly is third. The crowd begin to sense the winning favourite. Northern Lad towards the inside, then Betty's Boy and punters overhead, back towards this big open ditch. He's got to get over this one. Mr. Mulligan by 2 lengths to Major Rumpus in second. Northern Lad working into third place. He didn't get very high at it, dragged the hind legs through. Major Rumpus has another chance in second place. Northern Lad is staying on for the Pitman team in third. They're well clear of Do Rightly and then Betty's Boy. They reach the top of the hill then. It's the jolly old favourite Mr. Mulligan that leads them in the Sun Alliance chase.
Punters overhead has gone, that's a faller. Linden's Lotto has been pulled up, and look at this giant stride of Mr. Mulligan with 3 to jump. But Major Rumpus is getting closer, and Northern Lad's got speed to finish. They've come down towards the third last. How does he jump? Mr. Mulligan 3 out in the Sun Alliance. Mr. Mulligan, oh what a big jump, almost too big. Major Rumpus in second, Northern Lad is third, and he's annihilated the rest. He's got 2 to jump, and it's Mr. Mulligan in the lead, clear by 4 to 5 lengths. Here we are, 2 out. Mr. Mulligan comes to it. He's going to measure it well. He's over it safely to Northern Lad, the black cap. On the inside is Major Rumpus. They've got 1 to jump in the Sun Alliance, and it's not all over yet. It's Mr. Mulligan who's being shown the whip, who's being encouraged into the lead. But here comes Northern Lad. He's got the inside under Warren Marston, whose blood is up. They come down towards the final fence. Power, determination, the outside, Mr. Mulligan. Class and pace, the inside, Northern Lad. And Northern Lad gets away from it better. It's got a stiff uphill climb, and it's Northern Lad. Major Rumpus to follow at the last. It's Northern Lad who's going to take this Sun Alliance. It's Northern Lad for the Pitman Marston combination, and Northern Lad blows out Mr. Mulligan. Northern Lad is the winner from in second place. Mr. Mulligan just 1 pace. Third horse home, that's going to be number 3, Do Rightly, and the 4th to finish will be Betty's Boy. Fate of All Each Way is 4th. Only 2 more would finish, and those 2 are Johnny Setterside, who plugged on, and to the Woods, who was last of all. And so the result then of this, the Sun Alliance chase, Northern Lad has won. Number 10 on the card at 7 to 1. This in the colours of Mr. J. Shaw, trained by Jenny Pittman, and a second winner at this festival meeting for them and rider Warren Marston, who came round the final bend like a limpet. Second horse home, Mr. Mulligan. That mistake at the first, well, caused him to concentrate. He powered his way to the lead at the top of the hill, but it just wasn't good enough. Just wasn't good enough on the day, Mr. Mulligan. His winning run has came to a stop, but there's camaraderie indeed. Warren Marston and Richard Johnson congratulating each other. Third horse home is number 3, Do Rightly, for the Mark Bradstock yard, ridden by Paul Bradley.